Hey, how's it going? You know what's weird? Um, what's weird is you go to school if you're a person who lives in society in civilization. You go to school for most of your life, right? And at school, you are categorized. You and everybody else is categorized by age. You're compartmentalized in that way, right? You know, you're in fourth grade, you're like 9. You're in fifth grade, you're 10. Third grade, you're 8, etc. So on. You get it. And what that leads to is like, because in each of those grades, in each of those ages, you're learning pretty uh, radically different stuff. Like, second grade, you're like learning how to fucking write your own name and the date. And then third grade, you're learning 12 times 12. It's a pretty big jump, and it keeps going up like that from just one year to the next year. So what that creates is, um, in your formative years, in your most developmental years, the years where you're really being a sponge for information and learning and figuring it out and feeling it all out and taking it all in and becoming you, you're learning this system where people 1 year older than you are so much more advanced than you, and people 1 year younger than you are so much more primitive than you. And that leads to like a fear of people older than you and a contempt for people younger than you by a factor of potentially like 8 months, like a really small amount, And this is how this works for the majority of your education. I mean, pretty much all of it, unless you take like a secondary education. You go to school, you go to college, you go to university. If you go to uni, then maybe it's different. I didn't go to college. I don't know, but in elementary school, middle school, high school, that's how it is, for the most part. It gets a little bit different in high school, but even then, you still get that culture, and it's just jarring, because the moment your education ends, you're dumped out into the real world, into your career, where all of the suddenly, someone like at least twice your age is suddenly your peer. You go like that overnight. You go from, hey, if you're 16, an 18-year-old is like unfathomable, like incomprehensible knowledge and skill above you, and like you're a bitch and they're your god. Freshman, fuck you. Like you go from that to, hey, this guy's 45, and you are his equal. Like nothing. All of the sudden, I'm in construction, and I mean that's how it is. And it's like still, I'm in my 30s now, and it's still weird. It's like in the back because it's programming for like most of my fucking life. Was that's not how the world works. I mean that's all school's for, right? Is getting you ready for how the world works, and they fuck that part up really bad because now when construction is like, I think one of the biggest examples of that is there are people who are like my dad's age who are my peers. We get paid the same amount of money, we have the same amount of responsibility and the same amount of authority. We're peers, exactly equal, exactly level. And it's like I'm not I'm not equipped for that. That's not what I was taught. And like, and I'm not even knocking education. I'm not even saying schools fucking up by doing that. Well, I mean, consequently, yeah, they're fucking up by doing that. But like, I don't have a better system. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't think of something better than that. Like, generally speaking, age is, that's the way to go. Kids who are older are more, their brains are more developed. That's how, your brain develops over time. So I get it. I get why they do it. I'm just saying that's a thing um about the world that is, I don't know, is maybe that's just me, but like, I mean, I don't know, I remember in school, I can vividly remember in school people being like from kindergarten onward being like, oh, you're a fourth grader. I'm a fifth grader. You fucking piece of shit. You fucking piece of dog shit. Like, that's what it was like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're a fucking freshman? I'm a sophomore. I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill your family. Like that. Like, that's what it was like. And then you get out of high school, and you go to work with a guy who's like, you're 19, huh? That was a fun age. Anyway, help me pick this up. My knees are completely fucked. Like, and it's jarring. It's super weird. And it takes a long time to get over. You know? I don't know. That's just a thought I had. Anybody else? Is that just a me thing? I don't know. Have a good day.